Hey guys, it's Victoria. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I'm going to be trying something a little bit different. I want to try to recreate a look that was done with acrylic, and I want to try to do it with polygel. So here is the look that I ended up with, and then I'm going to be showing you the picture that I got inspiration from. Here's the look we're going to be trying. I think it came out pretty similar, so I'm super excited to show you how I got it. Starting off with prepping my nails, I'm using my Model 1's primer and then my Macart base coat, and I'm going to apply this all over in the nails and cure for 30 seconds. I'm using the Macart's 335 color from their nude collection, and I'm going to be applying this on my pointer finger. My pointer finger and my ring finger are both going to be that outline design that you saw earlier. So because I'm doing this look with no nail polish or gel polish, I have to make sure that I'm taking the time to shape my polygel the right way. So when I'm doing this nude, I'm making sure that when I get to the tip, I'm leaving some room around the edge for that glitter polygel so that it can outline the entire nail. So as you can see, I'm kind of just moving the polygel away from the edge, and then you're going to see me kind of slice off the very tip of that nude polygel right there, just to make some room for that glitter polygel when I'm ready. I played around with this for a while until it was perfect, and then once it is perfect, I'm going to cure it for 60 seconds. Moving on to the ring finger, I'm using the exact same technique as I did on my pointer finger. I actually had to cut out a lot of this footage because it was really repetitive and the video ended up being so long. I didn't want to keep you guys here for like 30 minutes. So now we're moving on to the ombre. I'm using my SXC white polygel, which this actually ended up being more of a milky white color than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be more of a pure bright white. This is my first time using this SXC polygel, so I'm actually glad I stuck with it because I liked the look of it in the end. The first thing I'm going to do is fit that white polygel to the tip of the nail, and then I'm going to start pulling down the rest of the product, trying to fade it as much as I can, which I actually ended up having too much product right here towards the middle, so I scraped it off and then I cleaned up the excess with a Q-tip and some alcohol. And I kind of just kept doing this and started using the belly of my brush and like some pressure so that I can get a nice fade, and I played around with this until it was perfect, and then I cured it for 60 seconds. Doing the same thing to the thumb, which I had to cut out this footage too just to keep the video a little bit shorter. And now I'm using that same nude polygel from Macart and starting with the fade. So I'm applying it to the nail, fitting it around the cuticle, and now I'm going to make sure that it's even from sidewall to sidewall, that I have the same amount of product right at the lip or kind of the edge of where all that product is, so that I can start to fade it. I'm going to start pulling it up towards that white, and where I wanted the fade to be was kind of like right in the middle of the nail, right above where my actual finger stops. So that's where I'm applying the most pressure, and as you can see, I had too much product. I'm wiping it away, and then I'm going to keep going, and I just do this until it's perfect. So there were two things that were really helpful for me when doing this ombre process. The first thing, I'm doing it right now, I'm just wiping away the tip, making sure that there's no excess nude polygel left over. This just makes my workspace a lot cleaner and less messy. The second thing was knowing where I want my ombre to start so that I could kind of cut the excess away a little bit underneath that area, so that when it's time for me to fade it up towards the white, it doesn't surpass where I want my ombre to start. So I'm doing the same exact thing on my thumb, where I'm fitting it to the tip and then starting to fade it up into the white, and then I'm going to cure it. Here are my nails now. We actually have to take a little bit of break from the application because there's some filing we have to do, but first I'm giving my nails a full 60-second cure just to make sure that they're all fully hardened. Now I'm cleaning off that sticky layer on the surface of the nail so that we don't clog up the file, because it is time to do some light filing. On the pointer finger and the ring finger, we're going to be redefining that straight edge of the Polygel, the nude color, so that when it's time to lay down our outline and color, the lines are nice and crisp and sharp. So if you are struggling to create a straight line with the Polygel, just with the brush and during the application process, this is your chance to make it super straight and crisp. I decided to buff up the surface of the two nude nails, not the ombre nails. You really don't want to file the ombre nails until they're encapsulated with clear polygel, because the very top layer of those ombre nails is what is ombre, and if you file that away, you're filing away all your hard work. So now that I've buffed up my two nails, I'm wiping away that dust, and it's time to move on to encapsulating. I'm going to be using my Macart clear polygel so that I can encapsulate my thumb and my middle finger. And when it's time to encapsulate, you really don't have to worry about encapsulating the entire nail. You can if you want, but I just made sure that the clear polygel covered where it ombreed and just a little bit lower than that. I didn't take it all the way down to the cuticle. And I'm just going to do this, cure it for 60 seconds, and then do my thumb, cure it for 60 seconds, and then move on to the next step. Starting with the outline design, I'm going back with my SXC white polygel, and I'm placing this on the open areas of that tip, and I'm going to start patting it in place. Now when I'm patting in place, I'm trying to keep it as clean as possible, but at the same time, I also want to overlap a little bit of the product onto the nude color. This is just going to make sure that the height of my white polygel and my nude polygel are the same, so that when it's time to file, there's no gaps. Moving on to the ring finger, here's the glitter polygel I'm using. It's named Oscar Skirt, and it doesn't say anywhere on the tube that it's from Model Ones, but I did purchase this from the Model Ones website. So I'm just going to be doing the same exact thing, outlining that nude, getting it nice and smooth, and then I'm going to cure it for 60 seconds. I'm using the same glitter polygel on the entire nail of my pinky finger. I'm just going to smooth this out as much as possible, trying to keep in mind that I need to make an apex with this. So I'm just trying to smooth it out, and then I'm going to cure it for 60 seconds. I hope this video hasn't been too all over the place for you as far as the application. I tried to do it in an order where the glitter application was last so that I didn't get glitter particles stuck in my brush. So I hope up to this point it's been easy to follow and informative. But 10 minutes later, the application portion of this video is finally over and it's time to start filing. So I'm cleaning off that sticky layer and I'm using an 80/80 grit zebra hand file. So 80 is a pretty rough grit texture, so it just makes for fast filing. So I did the entire filing process with this hand file. It made it super easy. I bought these in like a pack of 50, so if you're interested in some inexpensive but good quality hand files that are super gritty, I'll link these down below. And really quick, I want to say that I am fully aware that my middle finger is a little bit crooked. The nail on the finger is crooked. I did a video before this where I show my prep process and I made the nail crooked, but I was just way too exhausted and lazy to fix it. So I am aware that my middle finger is a little bit crooked. But I'm just gonna finish filing these up, make sure that the shape is nice and sharp and that the nail is nice and smooth. This look did involve some gems, so here are the gems I'm using. I'm using a really small size and I bought this off of Amazon. And this is some nail glue that I bought off of Model 1's website. And this works pretty well when you're trying to stick on rhinestones. So I'm applying a layer of this at the cuticle because I'm going to be placing those gems at the cuticle. And before curing anything, I'm going to apply a top coat and then apply the rhinestones and then cure it. Here I am using that Model 1's top coat to top coat my nails, and then I stopped after my pointer finger, realized I did not buff any of my nails. So I wiped it off, buffed all of my nails, and then went ahead and put the top coat on. I'm not sure why, but it seems like I always forget to buff my nails after filing, and it's not the first time I've done it, so I really gotta get a hold on that. But buffing these nails, and then I'm gonna go in, top coat them all, and then move on to the cuticle oil. Here is the finished look, and I am so happy with the way these turned out. I think they are so pretty. I think they look so similar to the picture, which I am going to put that picture in again so you guys can see as a reference. I think they look pretty dang close, and I was super proud of myself. Here is an outside shot so you guys can see it in the sunlight. That's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!